Power Steering System Flush Service. WINS Power Steering Flush Service is performed with the WINS Power Steering Fluid Exchanger in two-part kits of WINS Power Steering Flush and WINS Power Steering Fluid and Conditioner. First, check the power steering fluid reservoir for the fluid condition and fill level. Then connect the electrical leads from the machine to the vehicle's battery. With the outlet end of the used fluid hose in an empty container on the machine, turn on the used fluid pump. Insert the inlet end of the used fluid service hose into the power steering fluid reservoir to empty the reservoir. With a full container of WINS Power Steering Flush attached to the inlet end of the new fluid hose on the machine, place the outlet end of the new fluid service hose in the power steering fluid reservoir and turn on the new fluid pump. Fill the reservoir to the proper fill level. Now place both service hoses in the reservoir, with the used fluid hose at the normal fill level and the new fluid hose at the bottom of the reservoir. Turn on both switches simultaneously. While the fluid exchange is taking place, turn the steering wheel from lock to lock in both directions multiple times to surge fluid into the reservoir. When the power steering flush container is empty, turn off both pumps. Remove the full used fluid container and attach a container of WINS Power Steering Fluid and Conditioner to the new fluid inlet hose. Move the now empty container to the used fluid outlet side of the machine. Evacuate the reservoir as before. Then refill it to the proper fill level with WINS Power Steering Fluid and Conditioner. Next, with both service hoses in the reservoir as before, the used fluid hose at the normal fill level and the new fluid hose at the bottom of the reservoir, simultaneously turn on both switches and exchange the used fluid and power steering flush with new WINS Power Steering Fluid and Conditioner until the new fluid container is empty. Turn the steering wheel from lock to lock in both directions multiple times to surge fluid into the reservoir. With the reservoir properly filled at the completion of the fluid exchange, turn off both switches. Remove the service hoses from the reservoir. Remove the electrical connections from the battery and check for proper fill level. With a completed WINS Power Steering Flush service, this vehicle is ready for the road.